Welcome back to Great Gadgets and Gear. Yeah, I know. Between my 9 to 5 job, my planter business, and now I'm into laser engraving, it's been really hectic, and I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. Winter's a little hard for me for outdoor gear. I'm not a real fan of wintertime and snow. But anyways, okay, so this video, about a year ago, I shot my truck emergency video and showed you guys what I carry in my truck. And this is the bag, and I went over the bag and the contents a year ago. And the reason I'm pulling it back out is it's a perfect size bag. It's a 28-liter bag, so I'm kind of downsizing because I have a ton of gear in my truck. So I want to go through this bag and see what can be pulled out, what can be whittled down, to save some space. I love going through my bags. I love redoing them all the time. But I want to be able to have a little space in there so in case I need to grab things that are already in my truck and put in a bag, I can do that. Right now you can see it's filled to the rim. So let's get into this. I'm going to get you a little closer here. And we're going to put out the contents. Yeah, we're in my kitchen. Put out the contents over here. Trying out my new setup. I got a new back. I got some backdrops and some new lights and stuff. We'll see how it goes. Okay. So this is a Gregory Jade 28 pack. I like them. They're very comfortable bags. Very durable. They got nice padding and stuff. I love them. They got great organization in them. So in this top pocket here. Sorry, front pocket. I had this cheap yucky belt that's coming out. we need a more substantial belt. So in this pack is the wilderness medicine and maps and tracks and berries, how to collect food and all that kind of stuff. That's probably going to stay in there. And then I have another map. I have maps of the surrounding states. Because I'm close to a few borders. Chem light and a chem light holder. Obviously, I'm going to keep that. Those are always come in handy. So I have a couple of those chem lights, and they are white. They're white chem lights, and I do have one for night vision, but I want the white in case I need to be able to see actual color for something. So it's always good to have a white. Climbing grade. These are weight-bearing carabiners. I'm definitely going to keep these because you never know when you're going to get into a situation. And if I've learned anything, it's you never know what's going to happen at any given point, on any trip, on any vacation, or just any outing. You just never know what anything can happen. So it's always best to be prepared. My knife and my sharpener. These are like my two most favorite things, my two most favorite tools. You got to have a sharp knife, and you got to have a good knife. And this is a relatively inexpensive knife. I'm not going to go spend, $200-300 on a knife, even though they're nice. Maybe if I had to budget for it, you can see mine is nicely used. I use it quite often, and it is very sharp. But it's a Condor made in El Salvador. I liked it because it came with this really thick, nice leather sheath. I just like it for a fixed blade knife. It's not too big. It's not too small. It works good for me. Okay, on the side, clipped in with a carabiner. Another weight-bearing carabiner. Can never have too much of those. Is, if I can get it off here, a set of mini binoculars, Tasco, just some cheapies. You can see they're already falling in on themselves, but for extra emergency kit, they're good enough. Those I'm definitely going to keep. You need to be able to spot stuff that's coming to you. I've gone on this before. This is one of those, way better than one of those wire saws that you see in the little mini survival kits. This is actually a chain from a chainsaw, and they put a couple straps on it. This is my second one. I used the first one out in the yard, and I don't know what happened, but it got all rusted, so I bought a new one. And that one's been strictly for in here, so I haven't used it. Definitely going to keep that because you never know what branch is coming down when you're out on trips. Does happen. I do have I think I got my mini chainsaw in my truck. Alright, then we'll go into the top of the bag. Bathroom kit. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. I'm a girl. I'm going to keep it. Head net for mosquitoes. Definitely going to keep that. Because them little buggers will drive you insane. Fire kit. Definitely going to keep that. Yeah, I know. So much for whittling down so far, huh? Again, I'm a girl. Pick. To pick my hair. This bag has a little wallet in it that has my copy of like my permits and health insurance cards and that kind of stuff, and then a hair scrunchie. There's some survival rope, another fire starter. Can't have too many of these, and this one is nice, giant, thick, like that. It works really well. So I think we're gonna lay it all out first, and then we'll decide what we're gonna keep and what we're not, because I only have so much time on this camera, unfortunately. So that's all that was in the top of the pack. So now we'll get into the meat of the pack. Let's see what I got going on here. Okay. On the inside, definitely can say right now I'm going to keep 22 ammo. Good for hunting if it came to that, or these do work for protection. People say, oh, don't use a 22 for protection. Plenty of people have perished from 22 rounds, so I don't necessarily buy into that. I mean, obviously it's not the best caliber, but it's super lightweight. You can carry a ton of them, and they don't weigh you down so much. And then gun wipes. You got to keep your gun clean. That's all that's in that pocket. One of those scarves. I always forget the name, sorry. But brand new. It was bought specifically for this pack. I do have other ones, and they are cool. I like them in the wintertime. Because they're so large. You can cover up quite a bit with these. And then I have a pair of snow glasses. Ski glasses. For a lot of reasons. You don't want to go snowblind if you're stuck in the winter and you have to walk. You don't want to go snowblind. It helps to protect your vision. If you're ever caught, God forbid, in a forest fire or any type of fire situation, you got some goggles, and then along with that is a respirator versus a dust mask. Not sure if anybody knows if these are good for fire type stuff, because they're not really made for that. These are more like dust masks with the pink cartridges, which got to be in here somewhere. All right. A pair of gloves, definitely gonna keep those. Gotta have gloves. To go along when you carry a firearm, this is a bleed kit. So I'm pretty sure I went over this in some video, but you have your essentials for tourniquets, blood stopping to save your life or the life of somebody else if you need to. But if you're going to carry a gun, you got to be responsible, and you got to carry something to help if something should happen. This is my favorite saw, the Gamboy. I believe these are Japanese blades. These things are sharp, silky saw. I love it. This thing is just an awesome saw. The only reason I keep this because it's great. I love it. But the little chainsaw, it's a backup. If something breaks. Shelter. So I got 4 stakes. I'm sure I have some rope in here somewhere. I hope so. And then a tarp. This bag. Water purification. One of those little Sawyer mini dudes. So that's probably a good thing to keep in there as well. Aha! Okay, so I do have some cheap Walmart paracord. Again, strictly for a bag. You can see it's brand new. It's never used. This was bought strictly for this bag. A lot of this stuff was. So I didn't wreck it. So I didn't use it. So I didn't misplace it. Or take it out of the bag and then I need it and I don't have it. So that's why specifically. I have tons of paracord, tons of different colors. I use paracord all the time for a bunch of different whatever needs. Same with a lot of this stuff. This is all duplicate stuff bought. That's why it all looks brand new. Oh, you never use your gear, blah, blah, blah. Well, I hope to God I never have an emergency where I have to, but if I do, I'm prepared. The gear is new. I don't have to worry about anything breaking, or more or less, you know. That's why a lot of this stuff is new. I'm not going to put my used, worn, beat the crap stuff in here, because then if I need it and it breaks, I'm screwed. This is really cool, black box. This is a little mini solar station charger dealie. You can hang it off the back of your backpack while you're hiking, plug your stuff into it, because it's a USB plug. So you can charge your phone, you can charge whatever you got that's USB. This company sent this out to me for free with a larger unit to test for them. And I'm so sorry, I never did get around to testing it for video use, but I have used it since they've given it to me, and they both work fantastically. This is a great company, not just because they gave me the stuff for free, but these things actually work, and they work really well. I've even had it sitting on top of the counter under a bright light and have it shown as charging. So that's interesting. Didn't even need the sun, charging by my light. But I love those solar panels. I have Goal Zero as well, another great company. They're just a little higher price. A towel, because yeah, you know, super absorbent. This is a cheap, cheesy, what do you, how do you get this out of here again? It's a little flashlight. Can't get that thing out. Forgot how this thing works. I haven't used it in so long. This little handle comes out and you squeeze, 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 and then you get some light. So, emergency light. So that's one thing I've noticed so far. I don't have a flashlight in here. Thermal bag, again, to keep you warm so you don't freeze to death, along with the survival candle. Again, if you could use it if you're trapped in your car and you're waiting for help, if you don't feel like hoofing it out, or they actually say that you should stay with your vehicle. And I believe this is the last thing in here. Wait, nope, I'm a liar. Okay, a couple more things. Alright, so this is, I've definitely reviewed before. This is one of those mini survival kits, survival stuff. There's knives and water kits and purifiers and backups of every kind of thing in there. There's another huge fire starter in there. Excuse me. So there's a review on that. So again, there's a contingency backups in there. And then this is an outdoor skin protection kit. Gone over this before. Bug bites. Bugs will drive you absolutely insane when you're outside in the outdoors. So there's some lip balm in case it's burning hot. And then poison ivy stuff. Bug stuff. Some DEET for mosquitoes, which I threw in there. Antibiotic. There's some burn stuff. There's, you know, it's combination skin for protection and for in case something happens. So, alright, that's everything that's in this kit. And I keep whittling this kit down. I've gone from bigger and bigger packs down to smaller and smaller packs. A 28-liter pack is not that big of a pack. It's just nice. You can move faster and get through tighter areas with smaller packs. And in essence, this is a lot of gear, I guess. You know, a lot of people are going to say, oh, that's overkill, you're never going to need all that stuff, and blah, 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 blah. And I get it, you know, but these videos would be really boring if I had 3 items out here. I mean, and I'm trying to cover as many contingency things based on things I've been through in my life. I've been stranded in my car for 3 or 4 days before. And yes, there is food and water in my car. That's a different video. This was just kind of my grab-and-go bag. In case I need to leave my car for some reason, or I have to get somewhere for some reason. I don't know where I'm going to be stranded at. Am I 20 minutes from something, or am I 4 days from something? I don't know. So, and that's the problem with emergencies. You don't know what it's going to be. I mean, I've been through hurricanes. I've been through nasty storms. A variety of different situations, and even windstorms. When you're out in the sand in the windstorm, you're going to want this scarf and these glasses and that mask. You're going to want it because that stuff beats you like a sandblaster. And if you have to move through it, you definitely want to protect your eyes and your breathing. So there's, I have my own reasons for the gear that I choose, just as you have your own reasons for the gear that you choose. So, with all that being said, let me take a break. Take a breath. I'm not really quite sure what to get rid of here and what to keep. I mean, there are certain things, obviously, that I do have to keep, and there are probably some things I could get rid of to lighten the load. But 28 liters, again, it's pretty light. But again, if you watch my truck emergency video, there's a whole bunch of stuff in my truck too. So I mean, I can swap some of this stuff out too if I have another issue. If it's, one where I can stay in my truck, I have everything there. I have everything I need. I have food, I have water, I have ways to signal for help. I have battery chargers, I have external batteries to keep my phone going. I try to put some warm stuff in there in case your car does not start. If you break down and your car does not start, you don't have heat, you don't have power. So you're going to need backups of that to stay alive. If you're trapped, depending on the situation, winter or whatever. But, so you guys see all the gear, okay? And I know some people are going to say, oh, it's too much and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know where I don't know what I did. Oh, they're in there. Okay. I wanted to make sure they have the pink things. Those are the filters. These are not the cartridge style filters. There it is on the front. These are they're N95, or actually these are P100s. So a little better quality. But, so they're in there. So, tell me what you guys think. Chime in, or show me yours. I'd love to see other people's, updates and how they change their packs out and everything. Sorry I've been gone for so long. I'm trying to get back into swing of things. It's really hard. I've taken planter orders all the way up through November, so that was hard with work. It's peak season at work. So it's very difficult to try and squeeze all this in. But I'm going to do my best to try and get out some more videos for you guys. I have some new lights. That's why the lighting in here is cool now. I might do a review on the lights because they are very cool. They're portable. They go from floor to standing height. They come with different adapters to use them for tabletops. They're remote control. They dim. They do all kinds of neat stuff. They have colored filters. They're pretty cool. Neat little buy. If you guys are interested, I can do a video on those. And then this is just my camping table underneath here. This is the lightest, most compact, large table I could find. For when I go camping. I love it, and it's working out really good for videos right now. I just wish it was white colored, though, for the videos, because then you could see stuff better. But anyway, I'm rambling. I haven't shot a video for a while. This was unscripted. So, tell me what you think. What's missing? What can I get away with not taking? Now, keep in mind, you never know what emergency is going to happen, so you have to go with the most likely probable from weather-related and different, different weather conditions, hot versus cold, miles, short versus long. Obviously, if it's short, it's not a problem. But if you're, like me, and you go out into the wilderness by yourself, like a dummy, you need to have more gear. Yes, survival skills and your knowledge is great. But so is having the extra convenience and luxuries of having some gear to make your life a little easier if you are in an emergency situation. I do have training in the outdoors to an extent. I have a lot of medical training, more toward wilderness training, not like hospital emergency room training, but, save your ass out in the woods type training. I'm an avid hiker, and for many years I was an avid backpacker. I enjoy a wide variety of stuff. Camping, hiking, backpacking, kayaking, biking, mountain biking, tons and tons of stuff, so I love being outside. So I am more likely to put myself into situations by myself that I probably really shouldn't. So maybe that can clue you in a little bit to why I bring the extra gear. It's comfort. I'm a girl. I like comfort. I like making my life easier, especially if I'm going to be in a situation. What if I'm hurt and I can't get back to my truck? Had it happen. Kettle Moraine, I think it was Wisconsin. Went mountain biking during the week on my own. Nobody was out. Had a bad accident. Broke 3 of my ribs. Crashed my bike. And I was 8 miles away from my car. So, those are the kind of dumb things I get myself into. So, Would here have been nice? Yeah, painkillers would have been really nice. A way to fix my bike tire would have been really nice instead of having to carry my bike back 8 miles with 3 busted ribs and then drive an hour home because my dog was alone and I had to get her out before I could go to the emergency room. I'm sorry, it cracks me up though. But this is what I mean. You don't know what kind of situation you're going to get into or what could happen. So think about that when you're critiquing my gear. You know, be cool, be nice, be constructive. I'm open to constructive criticism, ideas, share them. That's great. I appreciate you sticking around. Hopefully you guys have. And if you have some ideas, I'm not going to go out and buy gear to review. But if you have some ideas and some things you'd like to see, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. I do snowshoe a little bit in the wintertime, so maybe I'll get you some videos of that. Because that is cool. And I end up doing it even in my yard for my dog. Because it's easier than shoveling. I'll go out and snowshoe or some paths or whatever, but I wish I could find more people who enjoyed snowshoeing. It's kind of cool. It's just, hiking through the snow. So, alrighty. Thank you much. Appreciate it. Again, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think I need or don't need. Take care. Really appreciate you guys sticking around.